Halloween is celebrated on October 31st, and it is America's most scary and spooky holiday. My name is Amy Joy, and I am your favorite English teacher. So in this video, I'm going to teach you 7 ways Americans celebrate Halloween. Let's get started. First up, friends and families start their Halloween season by visiting a pumpkin patch. This is a farm that specifically grows pumpkins, where you can walk through the fields and pick your favorite pumpkin to bring home with you. And according to my mom, when I was little, I would actually call the pumpkin patch the pumpkin patchin'. And in addition to picking out your pumpkin patches usually have a lot of other fun activities too. You can take a tractor ride, you can walk through a corn maze, you can take fall photos with your friends and family, and you might even be able to go inside a haunted house. A haunted house is a building designed to scare visitors. It is usually very dark inside, has scary decorations, and actors dressed up as monsters who will jump out and scare you. Okay, now that you have gone to the pumpkin patch and picked out that perfect pumpkin, it's time for the next tradition, carving your pumpkin and making jack-o'-lanterns. Pumpkin carving is one of the most classic Halloween activities. People cut the tops off their pumpkins and scoop out the seeds and the inside, and then carve funny or scary faces on them. After carving, you can put a candle inside to light up the face at night. And these carved pumpkins are called jack-o'-lanterns. And here you can see me with my jack-o'-lantern when I was little. Jack-o'-lanterns are one famous decoration during Halloween, but we have many other types of decorations too, and that is tradition number 3. Americans love to decorate their houses for Halloween, both on the inside and the outside. Now you can decorate your house however you want as long as it is scary and spooky. Some decorations include fake spider webs, monsters, vampires, witches, and skeletons. Like I said, anything scary or spooky. And some houses really go all out, or they go big when decorating their houses. Some people really even love to decorate the front of their house so that they can scare people walking by. And one recent famous piece of Halloween decor is the 12-foot or 3.6 meter skeleton from Home Depot that you can put in your front yard. These came out a few years ago and they sold out immediately because people became so obsessed with them. And before we move on to our next Halloween tradition, I want to remind you, if you have found this video helpful or interesting so far, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to my channel so you can keep learning about American holidays with me. Okay, and our next and most famous tradition is wearing costumes. Wearing a costume is one of the most exciting and fun parts of Halloween. This tradition actually originated from the old Celtic belief that dressing up as a ghost would protect you from wandering spirits who came out on October 31st. And nowadays, you can dress up as a ghost or anything you want. A superhero, a scary monster, a ballerina, anything you can think of. And this tradition is for everyone, kids and adults alike. And some families even dress up in group costumes. For example, Mario, Peach, and Yoshi. Or a family might be a zoo with the mom and dad being zookeepers and the animals dressing up as children. And I want to teach you a very useful phrasal verb for talking about wearing costumes, and that is to dress up as something. For example, one year I dressed up as Princess Jasmine from the Disney movie Aladdin. Another year I dressed up as a disco dancer. Have you ever dressed up for Halloween? Let me know in the comments what your favorite costume was. Okay, and after everyone is dressed up, we can move on to number 5, trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treating is probably the most exciting part of Halloween, especially for children. Trick-or-treating is when children walk around their neighborhood in their costumes and knock on their neighbor's door and yell, "Trick-or-treat!" and then receive candy from their neighbors. This activity is fun for both children and adults because the children get to dress up in their costumes and get candy, and for adults, it's just so fun to see all the trick-or-treaters come by and see how cute they are. Now, when you are trick-or-treating, you usually have a little pail or a bucket that you might have bought at the store to hold all of your candy. But when I was little, my brother and I, we would just go with our pillowcases because it could hold a lot more candy than a small little bucket. And I have really fond memories of coming back home after trick-or-treating, emptying my pillowcase and counting each piece individually to compete with my brother and see who got the most candy. Additionally, some people even organize events called trunk-or-treating, where people will come and park their cars and then open their trunks, which are filled with decorations and candy. Then the children go in their costumes and they go from trunk to trunk trick-or-treating. Now, another way adults celebrate Halloween is with Halloween parties, and that is tradition number 6. Halloween parties often involve costume contests, Halloween music, and traditional Halloween games, like bobbing for apples. This is a game where you fill a bucket with water and apples, and you try to grab the apples only using your mouth. This is a silly but fun game that's been around for a long time. Also, one of the funniest scenes in the movie Mean Girls features a high school Halloween party. And usually high school girls want to dress up as something very cute or very beautiful during Halloween, not something ugly or scary. But the main character, Katie, does not really know this, and so she arrives at the Halloween party looking like a very ugly and scary bride.
So I showed up like this.
It is so funny because every time someone sees her, they legitimately get scared and jump back because of how hideous she looks. Ah! And of course, at your Halloween party, you will likely see some Halloween food, which is tradition number 7. Halloween is a time when you'll see a lot of pumpkin-flavored foods. Pumpkin cupcakes, pumpkin spiced lattes, pumpkin-shaped chocolates, you name it, we make everything into pumpkin flavor during Halloween. Also, people online get really creative and make a lot of Halloween-themed foods and desserts. For example, this witch's cauldron for drinks, these skeleton cake pops, or these spider cookies. Just like with the decorations, if you can make it scary or spooky, it's perfect for Halloween. And lastly, of course, there's the candy. Halloween is probably the biggest candy holiday in the United States because the trick-or-treaters go door to door and collect candy from their neighbors. So people will buy bags and bags of chocolates, gummy worms, Skittles, every candy you can think of. So that's how Americans celebrate Halloween. Do you celebrate Halloween in your country? I would love to hear about it and any similarities or differences you noticed from this video. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new. If you did, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can keep learning about American culture with me. I'll see you next time, and happy Halloween. Bye!